for front office people. Everybody stay here.
And from the outside, that seems like it actually probably could be part of the discussion. I wonder, to that point, well, their decision making might be impacted, I should say, by Ryan Poles. Ryan Poles is the go, and if I'll go for of this current front, yes. And there's going to, I think, over the next couple of years, be more opportunity that open. As we know, every years, it's not just the head coaching up. Usually, once their head coach, and usually only once it starts. So they'll, just because it hasn't happened yet, it's a great thing. Those guys are trying to win a little bit too. So if those when Ryan Poles left, they didn't hire someone else from the Irish up a little bit. So you just got to make sure the pipeline is still going.
This, when the easier time to have the pipeline, you talk about these really good baseball franchises. Frustrated. The reason why they're able to just call up any media and get on base at a 400 clip is because they have 9 quality starting baseball players already. That's essentially what's already taken place. They waited long to poach the Chiefs already. It means everyone is so way more experienced than anyone else too, which means by the time they actually take a guy like Brant Tillis, there'll be another Brant right behind him ready to step and become him when they didn't build up everything. Essentially functioning like the Cardinals did for a long time. Any random guy named Paul DeYoung for the longest time, and they come up and they'd immediately become a good baseball player for you because all their best players were in the business. It's hard to build depth winning all the time. That's what the Chiefs have already created. Thinking at some point, someone's going to wise up and actually steal somebody.
But also,
is the linchpin in all this, right?
How does maybe determines that? If you're a Chiefs fan, though, this isn't something you should be worried about.
No, right?
This is also, as long as
I'm glad they're making mistakes.
Brett Veach, it's not every year he gains more experience too. You know what I mean? So the way GM and then losing out stuff. The longer he's the GM, the less concerned I will be that he will lose his people that are around.
At this point, considering age, we all just going to be here for 20 years.
Well, a month of you and I doing a show together. Back, we joked after that, how much longer and much longer going to be GM, and somewhat jokingly, I'm like, oh yeah, she'll be able 2033, 2035.
I'd the over.
And now it doesn't seem that crazy, does it?
If I set the over at 50 years, Brett Veach is the general manager, or I don't know, promote him like they do in baseball, and they call him something else that's not the general manager. Promote somebody.
See any reason. And by the way, Howie Roseman was very young when he took over. Howie Roseman's still only 40. So Brett Veach, he started at a young age as a general manager. Brett Veach currently is 45. So Brett Veach is a little older compared to where Roseman was, but still
pretty young. You're right. He didn't take over when he was in his early 30s or whatever. But it's not that. There aren't. You're now at the point with him that he's probably at the top half of longest tenured at just 6 years or coming up on year 6. It's not that uncommon. Roseman's been there a long time. Schneider in Seattle been there a long time, and the other head coach Jerry Johnson Belichick.
Coming up next, what's trending? Something that's going to probably only get worse in the NFL, and a move the Royals.
Cody and the Disgusting Brothers. Brought to you by Concrete for asphalt, concrete, and parking lot maintenance. Asphalt and concrete contractor. All things parking lot. Trusted in Kansas City since 1984. Online at GANNasphalt.com.
What makes for a great vacation? Disc. Are you looking to wait or bring everyone together? Do you want to get outside and play or see a play at close? Fortunately, however you operate, I'm the destination looking for me. But you can call me Mo. I have just one question. What's your MO? Come see me at mo.com.
You've never had anything like Kentucky Fried Chicken's new chicken nuggets. They're so good, you'll hear a random chord singing every time you open the box. Don't believe? Listen. Box open. KFC. Open. Close. Can we get a remix? KFC chicken nuggets on KFC app today. That's finger looking good. Prices and
Car designers can make cars look like anything. Why are so many wars? Why not a car that looks like an ancient or the future? The sky isn't even the limit at Nissan. Why slice through traffic? That's the Nissan Z. Or something in the future whizzing by. And that's it. Nissan for thrill. 2023 Aria has limited availability. See dealer for financing.
Did you know you can get someone to shop for you? Stitch Fix really gets me what I need. Even better, they save me a trip to the mall. I share my style, size, and budget, and they do the shopping for me, make me feel like a more stylish version of myself. I keep what works and send back the rest. No subscription required, no commitment, just my style. Stitch Fix. Get started today.
That just fit your needs and fit your budget. Do that with ignition technology. Wash months to get clothes cleaner and sensor dry automatically adjust drying time, all making longer, cleaner, and easier on your clothes. Save up to 30% on select appliances plus up to $100 Home Depot. Pricing valid May June 20 details.
If you're with such as diabetes, you can vaccinate 65-year-old. Also like pneumonia, no matter the season. Talk to your doctor today and learn more. Flash protection. A message from the American Lung Association in collaboration with Pfizer.
Furnish American Lung Association.
Erectile dysfunction affects many men in America today, but it's not just the man affected, it's also often ED is a relationship destroyer, but successful treatment of ED can truly bring relationships back to life. This is Jeff, the CEO of Promenic Restorative Men's Health. Men's Health right here in Kansas City. As a restorative health affiliate, Heartland Men's Health is part of a group that has successfully treated tens of thousands of men over the last decade with treatments that are shown in medical studies to be effective in as high as 90% of men. And unlike wave therapists or online pill sellers, we offer a variety and even combined protocols to help you get the results you want. You could even find that you're performing like you haven't in years. So call Heartland Men's Health today. Your initial visit is $90 and includes a medical consult, blood work, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work, call 844-6600. Go to
Determine if appropriate restrictions apply. See what details, important safety information, subscription required varies based on product and supply.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but is 95% cheaper? And Joy. Through HIMS, you get a free medical consultation, shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and trusted the next. Not right. No expensive appointments and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit Joy. That's force.com/joy for your free online RHIMS.com JOY.
You're listening to 610 Sports Radio from the Max Motors Studios. Win Royals tickets 1 hour prior to first pitch by listening to Vern's On Deck Show, KCSP Kansas City, WDAF HD2 Liberty, always live on the free Odyssey app. What's trending?
All right, let's check in on the hot topics trending.
Numbers back in action tonight after the day off yesterday. They're in Chicago taking on the 10 first pitch tonight. Of course, Zach Greinke, you referenced him earlier today on the show about a prop bet you were looking at. Zach Greinke is on the mound tonight. For this early 16 and 29. The White Sox stink.
Yeah, and they were supposed. It's way more embarrassing for the White Sox to be 16 and 20 and energy to try to get themselves back where they should be right now and all the contracts they signed. It's way more embarrassing for them. And I'm going to be on the double play tonight to, where I'm going to take a risk tonight. I'm going to be betting video.
We had a show
Let it be
intervention.
known.
We had a show intervention that you're a little too obsessed.
You're a fanboy.
And that you need to back off a little.
Do you not remember that conversation?
I do.
We had it less than an hour ago.
I haven't made a decision about NFL owners are expected to award the 2026 Super Bowl to Levi Stadium once again. So the Super Bowl will have to San Francisco at next week meeting. Get approved, and then the other thing is whether or not they're going to allow Thursday night flex scheduling. So a couple big things on the docket for the owners meeting next week.
Yeah, I don't know about you. I pay more attention to Super Bowl sites than I ever used to before. I was like, oh, cool. Now I'm like, oh, so the Chiefs could be in 2026. The Chiefs could be playing in San Francisco, Santa Clara. Good to know. Next year it's Vegas. The year after it's New Orleans. And then now they're going to add San Fran to the mix.
I hope they get there that year. I got married in San Francisco, then the wife can come along, right?
Sure.
Can she stay if we're on an Airbnb together?
That might be weird.
Just like a day.
That might be weird. Work trip for a week and everybody else there and you just bring your Airbnb?
Yeah.
But what would be weird about it?
Because everybody else from we bringing your spouse.
Yeah, but which part's
If
weird?
Cody has his own hotel room, then sure, do whatever you want. But on the company dime to have your wife stay in the Airbnb that's being...
Huh.
Who cares? You're not the company. You
You
can
know,
bring
you're
a date.
always back in corporations instead
You
of me.
are. You're too much of a company man.
Instead of people, you know? Like us, me and you and Nick. You're supporting the corporations of America. Instead of us, the little guy, you know? San Francisco 2026.
Yeah.
Me, you, and my wife.
And Vinny?
Well, you know, if he wants to come.
I'm surprised you didn't invite him first. Next up on Watch continues round two today. Bryson DeChambeau has not teed off yet, but he is the leader at 4 under. Scotty Scheffler, anytime we do leaderboard updates, he's always in the mix. He is tied for second with Justin Rose, Corey Connors, and all at 3 under. Not good news for those of us that were hoping for Justin Thomas or Brooks Koepka to have a
Is
nice
that who you
showing.
guys
They're
bet on?
Both 2 over. I'll check. Might be worse than that now.
Although in fairness, it's playing as one of those tough courses that if you just happen a guy who shoots a 67 one day, just one day, today, tomorrow, on the weekend at some point, that you might still actually win this tournament the way it's going. Next up on What's Trending, a report suggests James Harden might reunite with the Rockets this upcoming offseason.
Man,
what are you doing? What are you bringing James Harden back for?
Misses the strip clubs of Houston.
Do you really think that's what's going on here? I think he misses Houston. I don't doubt
Why
that.
do you think he misses Houston?
I can't just be the strip clubs. You can't make your own strip clubs, can you?
James Harden. If there was one player that ever would, it's James Harden. If there was one player that ever did, he's the guy.
Didn't he have his jersey retired in the rafters at a
One
strip
of them.
club?
Yep.
That's an impressive feat, by the
Again,
way.
anytime he moves, it's a big boost to the local economy. Local entertainers, people trying to get through college. We know you're against supporting those that might be trying to get college degrees.
Well, some people might just make it their to all be getting college
A lot of
degrees.
them are probably trying to get their way through college, and you've refused to support them, although you're going to have to support them for one night at some point.
Yeah.
Very Kansas City.
We're going to, you know?
Kansas City only won in KC. Suburbs,
Cubs to the Heat. I don't want to ask Avalanche.
that's a good
Zero.
question.
This year, 0.
It's probably been 3 or 4 years for me in general since I've been at strip club. Period.
I don't remember the
Last time 2019. Yeah.
I can't remember.
Lastly, I'm trending. It's not meant to be a shot at Nick. I'm just saying that's just in general. That's important.
To be me.
It was. Yeah, it was. I did find out, by the way, after we accused Tori Speck because his record was. He has won one of the bets now of the 15 he has placed on the pregame show. So right now, future on the double play for Vern's pregame show, you will be 40 in your bets. Now, like home run, you have to juice. Obviously. You can't on the opposite side of not hitting a home run. 1 in 14.
Vern's on deck show. Coming up in about 7 minutes, we'll get to what's happening with the officiating in the NFL. I don't think it's getting any better soon. We'll explain why.
Sweet.
But AJ, about trade possibly, we didn't mention the specifics, but he acknowledged nothing's really heated up. It's kind of too early. He's doing a feeling assess. It's in the year where they're at and in the mixer. There's one play open for discussion.